Okie dokie. To say that this entire rig is suboptimal is putting it very, very lightly. I've had to set up an alternate camera over here just so that you can still see my face. Hello. And it's probably going to fall over at some point because that camera is my phone. Or one of my phones anyway. My backup phone. But yeah. So we got the new box. Which let's just adjust that camera slightly. There we go. Got the new Airsoft Operator box. This one is going to be a little bit juddery. This camera is going to be a little bit juddery because it's not a true camera. It is a webcam app, a live webcam app built that I've got running on my phone, my backup phone. So let's see what we've got in this one. Now, I was given a little advanced message. Where's my actual phone? A little advanced message about this one. Seriously? There it is. I'm just going to read it again. One item inside that is in its own box. The label is a misprint. Couldn't send them all back for new labels in time. Okay, so yes, there is a box in here that's going to be unusual, apparently, or in its own little label box. Let's see what we've got. So don't forget, I get the Patch Club and the box together, and you can get snack or drink with either. You can get BBs range of with either. So that's why you'll see the mix of goodies in here. But let's see what we've got. So one thing, first of all, immediately we have the Patch Club, and I get the Valkyrie BBs with this. Valkyries, I get the 2.8s specifically, but they're available as 2s, 2.5s, 2.8s, and 3.2s. I'm probably going to switch over to 3.2s in a little while because I've got a new rifle coming that really, really likes them. I keep looking to look up there for that camera. That camera doesn't work anymore. I need to look down there for that camera. Help me. Yes, so that's what you get for BBs. Like I say, the Valkyries are available as 2s, 2.5s, 2.8s, and 3.2s. There are all the heavyweight BBs, which are currently Vorsk, though I believe there is an intent to move over to Valkyrie in the future. But the Vorsk ones are available as 3.6s and 4s. There's also 2.5 tracers with Vorsk as well. But yes, so let's take a quick little look. Stay. Got the patches. See what we've got now. So we're in. It's currently the of April, 13th, 14th, something of April. Not yet Easter. So this would be the March box because we're in April, and in the March box we've got Pokemon. So we've got these are fabric patches, and we've got a lovely sticker to go with it as well. We've got a Bulbasaur one there, and we've got a little ID card thing too. Just going to adjust the camera out, come out slightly, camera, you bugger. There we go. Just occasionally pointing the camera slightly at my crotch because that's helpful. So we have the Bulbasaur. Now, we've also got a Charizard with the card, and these are the cards as well. So, this is actually like the Pokedex entry for the cards as well. It's almost like so these are like Tamagotchi things as well. So these are the Pokemon Tamagotchi patches, embroidered patches and stickers to go with them, as well as the ID card. And again, as well, we have the Charmander as well, and of course to round them all off, all of the Gen 1 starters there. We've got Squirtle too. Is there a little card in the back there? There is not a little card at the back, so I'm hoping that I've got it memorized as this being the March pack. Because time, I mean, what even is temporal physics anymore, right? We've all been spent so much time in the last couple of years locked away in our homes that time now just doesn't obey the regular laws anymore. Can you believe it's Wednesday already when I'm making this video? I know, right? Seems like it was Monday only yesterday. There we go. So that's the Pack Club. We'll do like a little bit of Gen 1 Pokemon because honestly, oh wow, so Gen 1, yeah, I knew most of the original 150, 151 if you count Mew. And then we started going to Gen 2 and I knew most of that 251, 252 if you're counting Celebi as well. Yeah, I knew most of them. There's too many now. There's just too many. It's just too many. Oh, hello. What have we got here? It's a Gods of Olympus one there. There's a big old patch. Big patch boy. We've got Zeus. Oh, I got number 38 of 75. There we go. Isn't that nice? That's a proper big boy patch there. And again, it's an embroidered one, so that's absolutely lovely. Just pop you there for the moment. Now, what have we got here? Something from Combat UK, tactical carabiners, and these are always useful things to have on your webbing or your kit, something like that. Particularly if you have gloves and stuff, because having something like that, it does say on it not for climbing, and these ones they are plastic, so definitely don't go climbing with them. But having something like one of these, just sitting on your webbing, or on your rig, I've got something similar on one of my rigs already, which I just attach my gloves to. Something like this, very useful. And we like useful. Yes, we have there the Vorsky Bees. As I say, you get the 3.6s. My DMR absolutely loves these, and so does my revolver, my Rhino, my Pepper Rhino. Oh, we have another trigger safe. Now, we got one of these a while ago in a previous box, and they're absolutely brilliant. I love them. They're a very clever little idea, particularly if you've got anything that's a GBB. And this one, oh, hello. Not a locking device. A followable forest. Remington shotguns. Well, you know, on the last video, I didn't show this because it wasn't finished. Technically, it's not finished yet. But I have a tactical breacher. I have a TM breacher that I've been given the works to. The only thing I'm not too sure about is whether or not the trigger safe is going to work on this, because part of the stock tube adapter here, covering my face, it comes up over the trigger guard. But I know there's a lot of people who like the idea of putting on one of these Mustangs, putting on one of these stock tubes, and so I can show you right here and now whether or not this will like them, because this is technically a Remington. Oh, you know what? That has gone straight on. No problems at all. I'm just careful not to knock my screen or anything, so, but that's just gone straight on there. That's absolutely fine, and that makes me much happier about that, because this, as I say, is a gas blowback one. I say gas blowback. It is a gas powered shotgun, and I am planning on putting it into HPA as well. And just knowing that I've got that there is another nice little bit of safety backup. Just attach a little lanyard to it, attach that into my webbing. It's not going to go anywhere, and I can keep this, be safe and assured. And I know it doesn't really matter. I know it doesn't really matter, but I still like being safe. I'm going to leave that on there. Yes, so that's my project that I was working on. Oh, speaking of lanyards, what have we got here? What's this a lanyard for? This looks to be just a general purpose lanyard. What we got? Got this little. You know what? Actually, it comes with these, like the lobster style clip on it, a lobster claw clip, whatever they want to call them. But because the nature of that being just a bit of fabric that's on there, there's nothing to stop you looping that through the back of a pistol grip, or indeed anything else that has a holding on it, and just lashing that onto your setup for it. I've got a similar one to this that I use on my belt, on my shooter belt. Similar design, and it is very useful to have. I have been thinking about getting a second one, because I now have two shooter belts for different setups, different rigs. So having that, very useful. Like I said, we like useful. Just tuck you away again. And what else have we got in here? Now, I do see a box that I'm going to guess that's the thing that needed to be potentially relabeled. But we've got my biltong beef, the built-on beef biltong. yeah, so this is one of the snack slash beverage options. So you can get the beef biltong. There's the Blitzbrew tea, which has got a number of different teas within it. Different options that can come up from it because some are specialty ones. There's the caffeinated violence coffee, which is coffee grounds. So you'll need to make sure if you're getting that that you have some manner of press or something that can be used with. And the smooth operated hot chocolate, which is absolutely lovely. And I'm lactose intolerant. So I take pills so that I can take mine and have my hot chocolate when I feel in the mood for having a hot chocolate. It does work equally well with water as it does with milk, but obviously when you're making a hot chocolate, putting it with milk or some other fat-based thing is always going to be better. But yes, that's that. We'll come to that box last. What have we got here? This is again something from Combat Tactical. What have we got? Is that just like a dump pouch sort of thing? Is that a collapsible dump pouch? That looks an awful lot like a collapsible dump pouch. That is nice. Because I was also thinking I need a new dump pouch. And that one, that multicam is the style that my stuff is. So I'm starting to think that Joe's reading my mind, honestly, at this point. Because every time I say I need a thing, and this has come from other videos as well, it always ends up being in like the next box or the box after that. So once again, I'd just like to say, I think the one thing that would really help to round out my kit, particularly given as I do generally go for the more like PMC kind of style of doing things, the one thing that will really round out my kit would be a gold bar. Just a nice big gold bar. I think that would properly round my kit out and make it just be chef's kiss perfect. So we'll see what happens next month. And this is the last thing here, is a PEC battery box with working red laser. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, you've got the option there of either dark earth or black, and it says airsoftoperatorbox.com. I don't know what the actual issue is with the labeling on it then, but we'll take a look. Got on this little black battery box, or PEC box, with all the assorted stickers and such on it. And this is going to be a battery one. I did have one of these before, but it fell apart on me. Not one of these. I had a PEC box before, and it kind of fell apart on me. But there was no real surprise on that because it was a very cheap and nasty one. This actually feels like it's nice. Got a little bit of kit to it, and then you got the so yes, it is a proper battery box one. So you got like the it's not a real PEC box, so to speak. But we've got that there. You've got the little fitting points on the front there. So particularly if you've got a what are they called? Like a front wired bit of kit. And a lot of the time you've got front wire bits of kit. They can be a bit funny about if you want to change over the handguard or anything at all. Because there's something like they've got X amount of space inside there. Something like one of these can be really handy, because it means you can put different stuff in it, or a different barrier than you would normally think you'd be able to get. The other nice thing about these as well is if you're the sort of person who runs with a run camera, anything like that, or like GoPros on your kit, that sort of thing. If you've got one mounted to your weapon, you can use one of these to get the boosted battery boxes for it, so that you can make life a bit easier for yourself that way as well. Yeah, so that's nothing nasty about that at all. Lovely bit of kit. Very handy little thing. And you do get the fitting bits and stuff for it too. All the stickers, so you can make it look like it is meant to look. That would be a good idea to put the laser one on there anyway, just as a reminder to yourself that it does actually have a laser. So yeah, that's a good idea. And if nothing else, heck, the look of a PEC box. That might end up going on my shotgun. Because why not, eh? Keep looking up there. Not there. The camera's not there. But yes, why not, eh? But yes, there we go. With a PEC battery box. We have a collapsible what's called dump pouch. I'm going to call it a pistol lanyard, because let's face it, that's most likely what people are going to use it for. Though obviously, if you've got other bits of kit, for example, the trigger safe guard bit that well, we've got the packet for the trigger safe guard. Yeah, it's something like that. You can put it on that if you want to, but I think a lot of us, when we use one of these, we're going to be using it for a pistol. Some carabiners, again, a number of things you can use it for. Most common way I would see people using this though would be for having something attached to their rig that they can link their gloves to, because the last thing you want to do is leave your gloves behind. When the amount of times people left with gloves in a what's called in a safe zone, something like that, very very handy for that. And of course big patches, because we like big patches. But yes, there we go. That's what we've got. That's your March box, and patch club as well. Yes, that's it basically. Thank you very much for your time. Let me know if you think that a camera like this is okay, because yeah, for some reason it's decided that it doesn't want to have two USB cameras going at the same time. Don't know why. Get yourself a little bit confused. But yeah, basically this is the way I'm going to have to be doing it if you want to be able to see my face at the same time. Or indeed, if you don't want to see my face, just let me know. I know I'm an ugly boy. But yeah, that's us done for this one. And yeah, I think the next game day I'm going to be at is next month. I believe is the 17th. The game day in March, in May at the jail. Which is just a fantastic site. It's just a fantastic site. Going to be testing out my shotgun there now that I've actually done the work to it, including redoing all of the seals. It was not a happy bunny, but it is now. She rides. She's happy. Yeah, so we're doing that with it, and yeah, so if you're going to be there, I'll see you. If you're not there, then I won't, because that's kind of how that works, really. But yes. Take care, my friends, and I shall see you for the next box, if not before.